What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to talk about something a little bit different on the channel today, but I feel that I can bring my perspective to it and things like that. So today I'm going to be talking about uh Timothée Chalamet's comments about opera and ballet. Now, before I start, I am getting over a cold, so please give me a little bit of grace. Please give me grace. Because I'm getting over a cold, so I won't be rapping, I won't be singing because I'm still getting over a cold. But I wanted to cover this. Um, First of all, I respect Timothée Chalamet. Is he one of my favorite actors? No, right? But do I respect him? Yes. Do I think he's one of the greats right now? Yes, right? Um, and for me, I have no problem with him saying I don't want to work in opera or ballet. I have no problem with him saying that. The problem that I have is um, with him saying that I don't want movies to become like opera and ballet that are struggling to stay alive art forms. That's what I have a problem with. Not um not what not what not if he wants to work in opera and ballet. Because, guys, I'm into all facets of entertainment, as you guys know. Acting, a little bit of dancing, singing, performing, musical theater, drama, all that stuff. I'm into all facets of entertainment, right? Not all people that do entertainment stuff and are passionate about entertainment stuff are into all facets of entertainment, right? But here's the thing. I Googled this. Even though I was sick all last week, I Googled. I do my research, man. Like, I Googled, uh, like, did Timothée Chalamet go to acting school or did he just, like, step on a set one day and started acting, right? Um, and he did go to acting school. And um, I googled, did he train in opera and ballet? And yes, he did. He trained in opera and ballet, right? So for him to say that opera and ballet are dead art forms and like struggling to stay alive art forms, I personally find that very arrogant, dude. Now, I've said things on here on both of these channels that I've regretted, but I've also had the um balls and the um guts to correct myself. In fact, I'm gonna correct myself right now. I shouldn't, in my wicked reviews, right? Which I'm very proud of those reviews. But the one thing that I said that I'm not proud of in those reviews is I said Michelle Yeoh can't sing for shit. I regret saying that. I should have found a more polite way of saying that, and I should have found it. I should have done my research on Michelle Yeoh as a singer before I said that, because now that I've done my research on Michelle Yeoh as a singer, like, if you do your research, guys, and this is why I tell you guys all the time, like, you guys see the finished video, or when I'm doing a rap, you guys see that, or when I'm doing a song, you guys see that. But, like, I love this stuff, right? I study this stuff, I love this stuff, I love to sing, I love to act, I love to do all that stuff. Not everybody loves to do that. And sometimes people can be a-holes and say, like, you can't do that, and that really affects somebody. So Michelle Yeoh, for those of y'all that don't know, said no to playing Madame Marble 10 times, I think, right? Before she said yes. And the reason why is because she was never able to sing, right? So now I'm changing that opinion now in this video, and I'm saying, uh, I she did a great job for vocal training that she did receive, because every person on that set, because I've researched that movie backwards and forwards, or movies plural, every person on that set had a vocal coach with them, right? Um, she did a great job with the vocal training she did receive, and it was very brave of her to sing with S tier level singers like Ariana Grande, like Cynthia Erivo, like Jonathan Bailey, like Adina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth. Like it was very brave of her to do that. So again, I apologize for saying that she can't sing for what I said, right? And I promise y'all that I will make a better effort to put my feelings, say what I gotta say in a more polite way, and I promise to do more research. Like every video that I've done this year, I've reviewed something, I've pretty much researched it. Like I've researched who's in it, I've researched how they've done it, and stuff like that. Not only because I want to act, I want to sing, not only because I want to get better at acting and singing and all that stuff, but because I love it, right? Timothée Chalamet didn't just do what I did, right? He didn't, and bro, he's trained in it, right? Like, bro, even actors do vocal warm-ups. Don't believe me? Go watch Jake Gyllenhaal, Actors on Actors, when Jake Gyllenhaal was playing with Denzel Washington in Othello, right? He talks about it, right? Even actors do vocal warm-ups, dude, right? And I'm into all facets of entertainment. But there's certain genres of music and certain genres of movies that I do not like. And that's fine, right? And certain genres of video games that I do not like. And that's fine. I'm not going to go and be like, I'm not going to be like, oh, this style of movie is a dying art form just because I don't like it. And Timothée Chalamet, this isn't the first time he said something like this. He said something very similar to this in 2019, right? Again, you can look it up, right? Right? I did my research. I'm not just preparing this stuff out of my ass, right? You can look it up, right? Like, and when you train in it, even to the amount that Timothée Chalamet has trained in it. Now, Timothée Chalamet hasn't trained in it to the point of like a musical theater person, or my aunt. My aunt is a trained opera singer, or like my aunt, right? But bro, like you did train in it. Pardon me, guys. I have a cold. Remember, and for me, that's the thing. Especially when you have a platform like I am blessed to have. And I'm so grateful that you guys watch this. But I also take being a role model very, 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 very seriously. When you have a platform like Timothée Chalamet, right? Because Timothée Chalamet's a lot bigger than me, right? When you're speaking in the public eye, you can have that opinion about, I don't want to do opera and I don't want to do ballet. But bro, you wouldn't be an actor if there wasn't opera and ballet first, right? Like, and I've learned, you guys know I'm trying to become a better singer, right? And we'll talk about that in a minute because I want to announce something that's going to happen that I'm very excited for. But you guys know I'm trying to become a better singer. One of the genres that I've learned the most from is opera because, because you can hear everything that the vocalist, no matter who you're listening to, if you're listening to one of the Bocellis do it, if you're listening to Christina Aguilera do it, if you're listening to Rosalia do it, if you're listening to Yasil do it, if you're listening to Carol G do it, you can hear the vocalist who's doing it, or the person who's doing it. You can hear everything that they're doing, right? And that helps me learn, right? And also I love the genre of music too. Like I love all this stuff. That's why I want to learn how to become a better singer, because I love this stuff, right? And a better entertainer. And I love this stuff, right? And you guys know that. So for me, it's not that he said I don't want to work in opera and ballet. It's that he used movies. He kind of propped up movies and teared down opera and ballet. And you don't need to do that, bro. Like again, okay. So for me, one thing that I did want to announce here is I am finally gonna get vocal lessons at some point this year, right? The so if you guys saw my AirPods Max review, through the funding that I told you guys about, the funding the government of Ontario, Canada gives people with disabilities, right? Through the funding, my parents can hire a worker to take me out, a person to take me out, and they can drive me back and forth to vocal lessons. Cause that's one of the things that we can do with the funding, right? And my best friend Evan LeBlanc asked me, he's like, "What songs do you want to sing?" And I'm like, "I don't care, bro. I just care that the I just care that the teacher's good, and I just care that the worker's nice, right? And I don't care about the money. I don't care about anything. I just care that you're nice and that the teacher's good, right? Right? Like, I don't care what genre we sing. I don't care if we sing opera, musical theater, pop, right? I don't care if we sing whatever genre, because I love music. I love learning about music. I love listening to music. I love studying acting performances. I love watching acting performances. I love acting. I love doing voices. I'm not going to do any voices now because I'm still a little bit sick. But, or sing now because I'm still a little bit sick. But still, like, and I'm just open-minded to whatever happens with the vocal lessons, right? I just know that the one thing that I do know is I know that I'm gonna get them this year because my mother is a woman of her word, and I know I am gonna get them this year, right? I don't know when, but I know also I'm gonna have fun doing it because I love music, and I'm gonna work my butt off, right? In those lessons, because when you're having fun doing something, it doesn't feel like work, right? So, and yeah, so for me, like I have a bias because I've learned from opera and well, I've learned from opera a lot in terms of me trying to become a better singer. But still, dude, even if I didn't, like Timothée Chalamet shouldn't have used movies to prop. I mean, shouldn't have shouldn't have said like, I don't want movies to become like opera and ballet. Like, he shouldn't have said that. And for me, that is the thing I have a problem with. Again, I don't have a problem with him saying I don't like opera and ballet. Like, I don't have a problem with him saying that because, guys, most of my favorite actors can do singing and acting. Like if you look at it, like Hugh Jackman singing and acting, Cynthia Erivo singing and acting. Ariana Grande singing and acting. Who else? Jonathan Groff singing and acting. Idina Menzel singing and acting. Um, Kristen Chenoweth singing and acting. Darren Criss singing and acting. Nick Jonas singing and acting. Right? But I also like some actors that just act. And I also like a lot of singers that just sing. Right? Right? And that's the thing about entertainment, dude. It's so versatile. Like, there's some people that like some things and some people that don't like other things, right? So, for me, like, what Timothy said here, he should offer an apology. Now, because, dude, especially when you trained in it, I don't care how little you trained in it. Like, guys, my aunt is a trained opera singer, right? She's told me stories about, well, while teaching me things, actually. She's had to, like, she would have to do her scales and her exercises every single day so that those exercises became muscle memory, right? My grandma on my mom's side, right, was a ballet teacher, right? I don't know a lot about dance, but I do. My mom was gonna, at one point in her life, was gonna go to a very prestigious ballet school, right? My mom's told me stories about. Oh, it's not just stories, bro. Like, I see how fit ballerinas are, right? You have to train your body. You have to train your muscles to do that, right? One thing I'm also not gonna do is say that Timothée Chalamet isn't a good actor because of what he said here. He's a great actor, and acting's hard. Like, it's not just like saying a few lines on the thing. Like, you gotta embody the character. Now, those are the type of actors that I look up to because I'm also into like theater and drama and movies and television and video games, but I'm also into like theater and drama and musical theater and stuff like that. But it's like my favorite type of performances are when you embody the character. Timothée Chalamet does that, right? Like when he embodied Bob Dylan, he had to sing like Bob Dylan. So Timothée Chalamet's a good vocalist. Wow, a good singer. I wouldn't call him a vocalist, but a good singer, right? Right. For me, it's not about like him saying the first part of what he said. It's him saying the second part of what he said. I don't want I don't want movies to become like opera and ballet, right? You didn't need to say that part. All you needed to say, Timothy, and I understand that he's probably not going to watch this video. All you needed to say is, I don't want to work in opera and ballet. That's all you needed to say. You didn't need to go and tear opera and ballet down to prop movies up, right? And stuff like that. So, that's my opinion on this. And yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. And I hope you have a great day. And God bless you guys.